When I was small, the world was such a strange place. And that was all until I saw his strange face quacking in slow-mo. Ducky Momo is my friend. And since we met, he's... Oh my gosh, I watched this this morning, and I didn't realize I uploaded it on, I guess, today is March 31st, Trans Visibility Day, and here we are trying to help Luca transition. And I'm playing it again today. Dude, this is huge. Welcome back. It's gonna be a fun episode, I just know it, because it's gonna work. It's gonna work in the worst way possible. I just know it. He presses the enter button. Yeah, oh no. I really picked a good time to end last episode. Holy. Ugh, tea is all over my lips. A wave of dizziness hits me again. I place a hand on the table to support myself. The dizziness slowly fades. Little by little, color returns to the world. Reading Steiner activated again. Did the world line change? I look around the room. Oh my gosh, what the heck? Unlike what happened with Moeka, Lukako's still here. But he's wearing what he usually wears, not Mayuri's outfit. Why is he still here? He blushes when he notices my stare.
Okabe-san, could you please not look at me like that?
I fold my arms and tilt my head. Oh. Lukako's appearance hasn't changed a bit. I'm paying particular attention to his chest, and his chest, and his chest. As a guy, it's natural for him to have no breasts. That's correct. But if he's a girl now, then that's a different story. That washboard isn't tiny breast level, it's no breast level. It didn't work. So the eat lots of vegetables to give birth to a girl thing Kurisu talks about was nothing but fringe science. What kind of scientist believes such a flimsy theory anyway?
What didn't work? Naniga?
Everyone, including Lukako, looks at me in confusion. Don't you remember? Just now, we used the phone wave name subject to change to... I slap a hand over my mouth as soon as I start talking. That was careless of me. As our previous experiments proved, the activation of reading Steiner means that the world line has changed. And I'm the only one who carries his memories through the change. Nobody else here knows what we did. Sorry. It's nothing. Afterwards, Mayuri and Lukako happily go out shopping for lunch at a neighborhood convenience store. Kuristina, I want to ask you something. Is Lukako...
What pervy act are you thinking about this time? Can't be too careful around the perv duo. We're not a perv duo. We are pervy gentleman duo.
No, stop talking.
Whatever. Seriously, whatever.
Damn, I can't ask now. It's really annoying that no one remembers. I don't want to think about how Kurisu might react if I suddenly ask, is Lukako a girl? I should wait until I can get Lukako alone and check then. But considering how his appearance hasn't changed at all, it's very likely that the sex change failed. In that case, what did Lukako's D-mail change? Right? That's what I'm worried about. It's just like the Moeka experiment. The result is different from what we expected. The real problem is that we have no control. After I leave the lab, I head to May Queen plus Nyan Squared to think. Daru sits in front of me, waiting impatiently for Fades to bring our order. Dario, what do you think about D-mail?
It's cool, but it's kind of lame at the same time.
What's lame about it?
I couldn't use it to win my Rainet match against Fades time.
Now that's a selfish reason. You've got mail. Mayuri. She's with, the dude.
Sengoku cosplay? So you want to cosplay as a warrior from the Sengoku period? Alrighty! Mayashi will work extra hard to have something for Winter Komima. I know you'll be popular with the girls. I'm not sure how to feel about that.
What, did I tell her I was gonna cosplay? Wait, when did I say I'd cosplay? Did you email the wrong person? Oh, the world line changed. Mighty. Don't tell me you plan to sell me out to the enemy. Do I want to talk to her about the past changing? Or do I want to kind of play it more chill, put it on the back burner, and be like, talking about the enemy with her? Nah, the past changed. Mail sent. As our experiments have shown, D-mail still hasn't reached a reliable level of precision. A true time machine must remove luck from the equation. The phone wave name subject to change is useless unless we can somehow give the sender more control. For starters, there's the problem of how I'm the only one who can recognize the changes. Without my special power, we wouldn't even be able to check the results of the experiment. Ridiculous!
Yeah, we aren't getting results. What about the Lotto 6?
Pending. Although it was Lukako's mistake that cost us the prize, he wouldn't have been in a position to make that mistake if I hadn't asked him to buy the ticket in my stead. Why did I do that? It's as if Steinsgate guided the money away from my grasp. No, I need to think positive. Holy Kilma will not let this keep him down. I won't give up, for I am a mad scientist!
I don't understand what you're saying, but you sure seem confident about it.
Someday we will improve the phone wave's name subject to change so that it may be used to send things not only to the past, but also to the future. We'll improve it! No, we must improve it! What would the point of sending an email to the future be? I can't think of one. For that is the choice of Steinsgate!
A time machine?
Fades is standing right next to me. Where the hell did she come from? Damn you, Fades! Eavesdropping is cowardly!
What do you mean? Your voice is so loud, it echoes through the whole store, Nya!
What? No! Once again, I leaked classified information containing the future of mankind!
Here's your iced coffee, and your iced tea, and cat food. Thanks for waiting, Neon!
Dairyu's order of cat food is one of this maid cafe's specialties. It's not the usual miso over rice, but a stylish risotto instead. It's one of Daryu's favorites. It's actually pretty tasty. Fades places the iced coffee in front of me.
Do you want milk and syrup, Nyan?
Syrup? In a coffee? Never!
If Gilma's gonna be like that, I'll pour it all in, yeah! You need sugar for a healthy brain, yeah!
I think it's the opposite. I mean, I'm sure there's a healthy level of sugar. I don't drink coffee, by the way, so I don't know why I was saying that like I had any influence on whether syrup in coffee is good or not. Despite my refusal, Fades pours all of the milk and syrup into my glass. Wow. Then, speaking some nonsense incantation, she mixes my iced coffee with the straw, and the whole time she stares straight into my eyes.
There it is! Fades-tan's secret technique, eye contact mix.
Daru starts explaining in excitement.
Most maids can't do it without spilling a little, yet Fairy's Town makes it look easy. That's why I love her. It's because of this secret technique that Fairy's Town reigns supreme as May Queen's #1 maid.
The iced coffee in the glass changes from black to brown. Damn! She's dragging me into her pace again! Next, Fairies performs the same secret technique on Daru.
Thank you, Fairy-san! I'll be sure to savor it!
He bows deeply, such a polite man. Sure. I take a sip of my iced coffee. Its bitterness and sweetness flow down my throat. When I look up, that was so sweet. Why'd you have to pour in the whole gallon of milk? I see Fairy standing next to me, her silver tray in front of her waist. Do you need something?
I want to hear the rest, yeah. Kyoman, Daru, yeah, we're having a fun little chit-chat. Chit-cat, yeah. Something about a time machine. Fairies really wants to hear, yeah.
She gives me a babyish look with upturned eyes, but I firmly reject her. It's a top secret, not for outsiders.
And whose big mouth let the whole store hear, yeah?
Me.
Tell Fairies, Daru, yeah.
She's targeting Daru now. Don't underestimate him, Fairies Nyan Nyan. Daru is my most trustworthy right-hand man, the wizard-class super hacker. He won't be tricked into divulging classified information.
We've built an amazing machine that can send emails to the past. I did most of the work, of course.
And he's broken. Women are scary.
Is that a time machine, yeah?
I guess you could say that.
Wow, you're awesome, yeah. Your big brain makes my heart race, Nyan.
You mean it? Now I'm embarrassed.
Dumbass, what's with the grin?
Fairy's dreams of going on a journey through time, yeah.
I'll bring you along someday.
Daddy, don't make promises you can't keep.
By the way, it's been bugging me, but what is time anyway, yeah?
What?
Time is often compared to a river, yeah, flowing from past to future. But is that really how it is, yeah? If time is a river, then where is the present, yeah? Is it a point? Is it a line? Where does the present begin and end, yeah?
Now that you mention it, I only have a vague concept of time. Never gave it any serious thought.
The present is a leaf floating on the river. It moves along with the flow from past to future. Ah, what did I just do? What did I just do? I don't know what I just did. I pressed something that skipped a billion lines.
So, are we riding on that leaf, yeah? When you die, do you fall off, Nyan?
You could say that. All points upstream from the leaf are the past, downstream the future.
Yeah. But is that leaf only the present for humans, yeah?
Meaning?
Humans make units to define and observe time, which is how we know this leaf is the present. But if every living thing in the universe went extinct, excuse me, nothing would exist to observe the present, yeah? In that case, where would the present go, yeah?
Wouldn't something like God or the will of the universe observe it?
But what if God's a four-dimensional being who can freely move through time, yeah? If God is the one who decides the present, then won't our present move with him, yeah?
This is hard.
So what you're saying is that the present is subjective to the observer?
If we go with that assumption, then the past and the future also depend on the observer, Nyan. If Fairies were to use a time machine to travel back 1 week, then Kyoma and Daru Nyan's present would become Fairies' future, Nyan.
Is she seriously gonna be the one to explain this to Rintaro? I thought he was smart.
I guess that makes sense.
So how does the leaf model reflect that difference, Mia?
Neither Daru nor I has the answer to that. Perhaps nobody has an answer. Just like the collapse of causality. Just like the collapse of causality thing that Kurisu mentioned. Does that mean that time machines and time travel are impossible after all? But CERN's jellified test subjects physically traveled as far back as 1921.
Anyway, if everything depends on the observer, then clocks are meaningless, Nyan. Fun times fly, and hard times drag, Nya. In other words, the flow of time changes depending on your point of view, Nyan.
Speaking of which, as you grow older, it feels like time starts to flow faster, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's not time travel, bud. Janet's Law.
Fairies thinks about this stuff sometimes, Nya. I think time might not be something as simple as a river, Nyan.
Yeah, the more you think about it, the more complicated it gets.
The strict definition of time, similar to the question of where is the self, is one of humanity's eternal questions. Countless renowned scholars have left this question unanswered. There's no way amateurs like us can answer it. But there's one thing I can do. Fret not, though physics and philosophy may deny us, our machine has made time travel possible. Am I correct, Daru?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, looks like you guys have kicked reason to the curb, Nya. But Fairies wants to use the time machine too, Nya. Can I please?
No.
Sure, I'll let you use it as much as you want, Fairies-tan.
Really? Nya? Then it's a promise, Nya.
Got it! Don't decide things on your own. Fairy springs up with joy and hugs Daru's rotund body. That's all it takes to make Daru look like he's died and gone to heaven. Great, now we're gonna have the cat lady send something to the past. After killing some time at May Queen, I leave Daru and head back to the lab. The only person there is Mayuri. She's working on a costume. Ha! Mayuri, you're like a housewife burning the midnight oil to bring a little more money home.
Midnight oil? Are we eating?
Kids these days.
Besides, Mayushi doesn't charge for her costumes.
Seems like she understood the rest of what I said. It was just a joke anyway.
Hobbies should just be hobbies, you know? It makes me happy to see someone wearing a costume I made.
Do you want to become a designer? Come to think of it, Mayuri has never talked about her future.
No way! It's too hard!
Then what is your dream? Mine is to destroy the system and plunge the world into chaos. But you already knew that.
Mayushi just wants to keep hanging out in the lab.
Aw, yeah, that's the 16-year-old mindset for sure. What? You want to be a lab mem forever? I appreciate your enthusiasm, but this lab has no interest in profit. You'll always be hurting for food.
You know, Okabe, we have 6 lab mems now. Isn't it amazing? Mayushi never expected we'd grow this big.
That's a sudden change in topic. I like how she included the secret 5th member even though she doesn't know her. And for some reason, she's puffing her chest out in pride.
It's all because Mayushi became your hostage.
This again? No, that has nothing to do with it. I tricked every last one of you into joining with my masterful manipulations.
You shouldn't say things like that. And besides, you didn't trick me.
That's true. You came of your own volition. She joined the lab without me ever asking. When she appeared in the doorway and offered to join, I thought she was a goddess sent from heaven.
Okabe? Can Mayushi still be your hostage?
Is that a joke or a serious question? I can't tell. Is that what you want?
Well,
Mayuri drops the costume in her hand, and then she smiles shyly.
maybe it is.
Such a masochist! I had no idea! Who are you, Belle? Is that relevant? A Beauty and the Beast reference?
But I mean, as long as I'm your hostage, Mayushi won't be lonely, and neither will Okarin.
I see. Sometimes Mayuri throws me off my game, but if that's her reason for staying at the lab, then I'm happy.
I'd better get going.
Bye, Mayuri. Mayuri stands up and starts putting away her various sewing tools. Mayuri.
Huh?
Wanna get something to eat on the way back? My treat.
Really? You never treat me.
I'm in a good mood today.
Then how about kitchen gyro?
Jiro?
They're minced cutlet.
Is that how cutlet is spelled? There's only one T-L-E-T? Huh.
Their minced cutlet is, God tier.
She'll get no argument from me. Just leave it to me.
Yay! I love you, Okarin. Mayushi's really happy.
Well, at least she's easy to please. Mayuri and I head for Kitchen Jiro. After that, I'll see her safely to the station. That's so sweet how he's taking care of his little childhood best friend. He's so mean to her most of the time, so it's nice to see that side of him. Receiving mail? Oh, I didn't get the notification. Fairies. Oh. Well, she asked if I wanted to help.
I told you, it's too late, yeah.
Too late? What are you talking about? You haven't told me anything. I thought this was about her rat escaping, no? Okay. How badly did we mess up the past? I spent the next morning doing laundry at the nearby laundromat. When I returned to the lab just past noon, Daru, Mayuri, and Kurisu are all assembled. Thanks for coming in on a Saturday. Your devotion to science makes me proud.
Yeah,
Kurisu dies steeply.
it's the middle of summer, but instead of going on vacation, I'm stuck in this sauna with a bunch of pervs. Where did I go wrong?
She's really giving us a verbal beatdown. Wipe your tears, you experiment-loving girl without a single friend.
I'm not crying. Besides, you're the one who told us to be here.
Indeed, but the one who obeyed my orders and arrived on time was you.
You know, Kuris-chan is actually a very honest and hardworking girl. That's what Mayushi thinks.
Thanks for your input. Mayuri smiles as she eats some nuggets from McD's.
That's what makes her so adorable.
What? How can this girl say something like that while eating a nugget?
Don't let it bother you. That's just Mayuri's nature. I've been with her for so long, so I'm used to it.
A Yuri flag, I get it.
No, it's not.
Please unget it.
Here, Chris-chan, have a nugget.
Thanks. Arigato.
While listening to their heartwarming banter, I gotta put my laundry on the table. However...
Don't put that there. It's filthy.
I just washed them!
Like I care. What kind of guy puts his underwear in a girl's face? Have some decency.
If you're that interested in my underwear, then just say so.
What? I'm not interested at all.
Come on, guys, no more talking about underwear. Mayushi's trying to eat here, okay?
How can you say that when you're still shoveling nuggets into your mouth?
Don't interrupt me! I end up putting my laundry in the changing room. That's probably a better place for it. Dude, this whole, most recent chapter, I know that it's broken into chapters and that's not how my episodes go, but I do feel like this most recent chapter is just getting all of this like heartwarming fun in the first part of the game so that it can go so downhill and make us like really miss having this like no stakes, just fun having part of the game. I'm gonna miss this, I know it. As I explained to Daru yesterday, I've noticed something about the results of our experiments. D-mails have too many uncertain variables. We can never be sure what will happen when we send one.
It's not like we can do anything about that. After all, the result is up to whoever receives the mail. Of course, if you can analyze the recipient's psychology, then you might be able to manipulate them into doing what you want. Though that might be a bit too much for Halloween underwear here. You just wanted to say underwear, didn't you?
Hey, I give her enough nicknames. I think that one's fair. We can let it slide. Underwear aside, the fact is that D-mail is still far from complete. I need a more reliable time machine before I can expose CERN and the organization and plunge the world into chaos. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why I called you here today. The purpose of today's roundtable conference is...
Another roundtable? If you want a roundtable conference that much, at least go buy a roundtable.
Remember what Okabe said, Kuris-chan? The round table is in our hearts.
Mayuri-san, you're really innocent, but you shouldn't take everything Okabe says seriously.
Really?
The round table doesn't matter now. More importantly, the purpose of today's meeting is to explore methods of true physical time travel, not just D-mail, with the objective of sending someone to the past like CERN has. That's a big jump.
Don't be ridiculous.
That was fast. As she's glaring at me even harder than she was during the whole underwear thing.
CERN has the best equipment in the world, and even after 9 years, they still haven't succeeded. We can't possibly hope to accomplish something like that.
You become Gelo-karin.
Kinda sounds like Ghetto Froggy. Why do those things get popular anyway?
I bet that's a conspiracy. Hi, my drive ran out of space. But I cleared up space, and we're back. I don't think I missed anything either. I noticed it pop up right away. Isn't it too early to give up? Haven't we already succeeded with D-mail, a first in human history?
But we're not the first. Didn't CERN do it before us?
Humanity's first time-traveling email. For we who have achieved that miracle, nothing is possible. I messed up that whole line. Nothing is impossible!
Such baseless confidence. Anyway, wasn't it just a coincidence that we discovered D-mail? We still haven't figured out what's functioning as the lifter.
We just need to figure that out, don't we?
It's futile. How do you solve a problem that even CERN can't figure out? If you can't set the destination, then you don't know where you'll leap to. I'll pass on leaping into deep space, thanks.
That is a problem. If you can't control where you'll end up, your time machine is worthless. Wait a second. We don't set the destination where we don't set the destination when we send a D-mail, yet it still arrives where it's supposed to. How do you explain that?
Now that you mention it, you set the mail address, right? Isn't that enough? Is it? I don't think a phone signal can be received from millions of kilometers away.
I bet you'd get a busy signal or something.
I stare at my phone. Maybe our cell phones are acting like black holes and white holes.
You shouldn't speculate that. You have zero basis.
Is it possible that we form a wormhole?
No wormholes have ever been confirmed to exist.
I groan. Ugh. Kurisu and Daru fall silent. The problem has them stumped too. Mari's the only one smiling. She probably doesn't understand and is just smiling because she feels like it. That's a good reason to smile. In any case, the cold, hard truth is that D-mails arrive precisely when and where we want them to. We're ahead of CERN in that regard. Now, can we apply D-mail technology to physical time travel?
But with D-mails, you can only send 36 bytes of data. No way you can send a whole person with that kind of limit.
It's the same problem that CERN is having, and the reason their subjects turn into jellymen.
If you want to become Gel Ocarine, I'm not stopping you.
Recalling the fate of CERN's researchers makes my skin crawl. Care black holes, ring singularities, super gravitational space-time distortions. If you can adjust the lifter's volume of electron injection, you might be able to make the ring singularities naked. But even CERN is having a hard time controlling the lifter. Even if we do figure out what's functioning as the lifter in our time machine, I doubt we'll be able to solve the problem easily. Meaning that at present, we can only send a mere 36 bytes of data. I wonder how much data there is in a human body. I bet it's more than an exabyte. How much is that? 10 to the 18th power. 1 quintillion. Okay. Sure. I'm sure you're right. I don't know where you got that number.
It would be best to leave physical transfer aside for now. Sending data through time is an amazing feat by itself. We should be satisfied with what we got.
Sending data through time is enough, huh? Such pessimism is unbecoming of a scientist sworn to uncover the secrets of the universe.
I'm telling you to know your limits. If you're going to uncover the secrets of the universe, you need personnel, equipment, and funding to rival CERN's. It's one thing to set lofty goals, but this impoverished lab has no resources to speak of. I've been thinking, maybe we should bring the phone wave to a proper research institution and entrust it to a specialist. CERN's keeping their time machine research top secret, so if we make an official announcement, it'll benefit the future of mankind.
If we make an official announcement, the organization will become aware of my existence.
Oh, come on! I'm being serious here. This isn't the time for your childish...
And we've hacked into CERN. Those heartless bastards will do anything, even experiment on human beings, and behind them is a power greater than all the nations on the earth. If we make the phone wave name subject to change public, they might have us erased.
You watch too many movies.
The name Committee of 300 appeared in actual CERN documents.
Yeah, but...
Kurisu's tone weakens.
Mayushi's kinda scared.
If they find out about our hacking, they'll seriously have us killed. I didn't make any mistakes that could give us away, of course.
Also, and this is the biggest problem, I lower my voice and look hard at each one of them in turn. If we go public, we won't be able to do cool stuff with D-mails anymore.
Why, you...
No way I'm giving up such an awesome machine! I am Halloween Kyoma, the insane mad scientist who rules space and time! What I desire is... That's right! Chaos!
This guy's hopeless. Better do something quick.
Is this from another... I don't know what it's from. I thought it was from another thing. At channel or whatever.
Eh?
You guys love doing that, don't you? Everybody freezes. Christina. Are you an at-chen...
Shut up! I'm not, okay?
I feel like we already know that. Everyone already knows that she is. Kurisu gives me her sharpest glare yet. Her eyes are so cold, my spine turns to ice. I nod and swallow what I was going to say. That reminds me. Daru, have you made any progress hacking into CERN? He did say it would take time to learn how to use the IBM 5100, but I know he's been coming to the lab every day to work on it. His monitor is always displaying some kind of program, and his fingers are always busy on the keyboard.
Yeah, right now I'm combining CERN's massive database. It would take years to read it all. For now, I've passed everything that looks important to Makuseshi for translation. Basically, I've gone as deep as I can go. CERN belongs to me now.
Thank goodness you're on my side. If only you weren't so weak to seduction. Christina, report on the status of these translations.
Can you stop talking like that? It's pretentious and annoying as hell.
Hell!
Mayuri takes a cute idol-like pose and smiles for some reason.
Hell!
I love her. She's so funny.
Kuris-chan, as Okarin's childhood friend, I promise you'll get used to how he talks eventually.
I just hope it doesn't take 10 years.
So you're saying you want to stay with me for 10 years? In other words, you want to work at this lab for the rest of your—
It was sarcasm. Get it? Sarcasm.
Oh. Give me your report, Christina. If you don't, I'll call you an @channeler.
Didn't you hear me the first time?
She glares at me again. My blood goes cold.
I've been working on a translation when I have time, but so far I haven't seen anything new about time travel. It looks like CERN is still struggling to find a solution.
Maybe they'll have to wait another 24 years, like Taitor said. Daru, any other results?
Well, it looks like CERN's in the middle of a big project, so the LHC's at full operation. I'm trying to see if I can cut in and maybe use it secretly. What? No way!
Kurisu's stunned. Honestly, so am I.
Is that amazing?
It's not amazing. It's downright outrageous. Super Haka. What a monster.
About glass masks? Sure. I don't understand any of these references. Hey, Christina. Are you doing that on purpose?
Doing what?
She's an @channeler, no doubt about it. She's a Redditor. Yep, she uses Reddit.
Anyway, I'm just doing it for laughs. It's not like we can have any reason to use the LHC.
It sounds like things are going smoothly. When do you begin stage 3 of the operation?
What's stage 3?
CERN's most secret, forbidden domain. We're going to free the darkness hidden inside.
In Japanese, please.
The IBN 5100 database. I'm asking if you've started hacking it yet. Daru frowns.
We can't, remember?
You said all we needed was an IBN 5100 of our own.
Right. That's the problem. We can't do anything without one.
Huh? What? Oh, what? Oh, no. What? Who took it? Was it, oh no. Huh? Again, this feeling of disconnect. The conversation isn't making sense. But I got you an IBN 5100. You haven't started working on it yet?
Huh? You got one? When?
Puzzled, I look at Kurisu and Mayuri. Mayuri looks confused, as always. Kurisu meets my eyes and shrugs her shoulders.
First I've heard of it.
Impossible! That just can't be! I dash into the development room. The IBN 5100 I borrowed from Yanabayashi Shrine should be on the shelf inside. It's in a cardboard box and it weighs 25 kilos, too heavy for a single person to carry. But when I go to look, it's gone. It's no longer where I left it. The IBN 5100 was right here! Where did it go? Everyone looks at me in surprise. Why are you all staring at me like that? The legendary PC that was donated to Yanabayashi Shrine! You've seen it! Remember?
I don't remember.
Donated to Yanabayashi Shrine? That's stupid. You sure you weren't hallucinating? It's hot these days.
Despair drags me down like quicksand. We can't hack that database without the IBN 5100! Who stole it? The organization? CERN? CERN is a possibility, but maybe they noticed our hacking and stole the IBM 5100 from the lab. No. Even if they could steal the IBM 5100 from the lab, they can't steal Mayuri and Daru's memories of it. What happened? Kiryu Moeka. Maybe I should check with her first. Could someone other than Moeka have stolen the IBM 5100? I consider the possibilities. The next name that comes to mind is... Don't tell me it was John Taitor! Of course! Taitor's goal was to obtain an IBM 5100, and I've already contacted him several times. But how did he get my personal information? While I'm trying to decide whether I should send the mail, Kurisu tells me to calm down. A high school girl is chiding me. She dares make a fool of Hoin Kyoma. Irritated, I explain the purpose of the IBM 5100 and how I came to obtain one. During that time, I also send Moeka a mail for confirmation. Urgent, I got an IBM 5100. Did you know? Hey, that's what I said.
The IBM 5100 may have disappeared as a result of changes someone made to the past.
Oh! So you believe me?
But from my perspective, all of the emails we sent so far were trivial.
There's that one we sent when we first realized Phone Wave-chan was a time machine, right?
The one that said Ocarina is a perv. And during the preliminary D-mail experiments, I sent dozens to Okabe's phone, but they were all insubstantial, so I don't think they could have changed the past. I sent 2 of them when I was trying to win the match against Fades. There was one more. The first mail Okabe accidentally sent that said I was dead.
But from my perspective, we sent several more.
You mean how you sent the winning lotto numbers? And how Luka-chan bought a ticket with those numbers, but didn't win?
But nobody aside from Okabe remembers him sending it.
But I showed you guys afterwards. It was still in my phone's arrival history.
We were so close.
Is that all?
No, there's more. Moeka and Lukako each sent a D-mail.
Oh, right. That's what you claim, but Hashira, Mayuri-san, and I don't remember either of those.
Oh, Mayushi's getting a headache.
I already told you guys. I'm the only one who keeps his memories after the world changes. Ah! Is it her? No. Hey, part-time warrior.
That's from Russia, right? All I know about Russia are those cute dolls. I've never been.
What were we talking about? Is that... I don't remember.
So according to your perspective, when did the IBM 5100 disappear? Did it just happen? When's the last time you remember seeing it in the lab?
Well... I put my index finger to my forehead and searched my memories. IBM 5100. IBM 5100. I'm sure it was August 3rd. I remember it being in the lab on August 3rd.
Are you certain?
I think so. So many things have happened. My memories are a jumble. Let's go over the events which led me to obtaining the IBM 5100. I heard that Fades was a retro PC maniac who knew about the IBM 5100. I learned that 9 years ago, she donated her IBM 5100 to Yanabayashi Shrine. I asked Lukako's dad for help, and he lent me the IBM 5100 just like that. Mission complete. At the very least, Fades and Lukako should remember what happened. I should give them a call. First up is Lukako. Yo. Yep. Have you done practice swings? No? Let me try Fades.
Hello, Okabe-san. Please forget what you saw the other day.
I saw something?
My cosplay?
Oh, that? That was just Lukako getting embarrassed for no reason. More importantly, I have questions about the IBM 5100.
The IBM 5?
IBM 5100. About 9 years ago, someone dedicated a retro PC to Yanabayashi Shrine. That's the one. Know anything?
Yes.
He remembers! Lukako really remembers! Just a while ago, I came to the shrine looking for it, didn't I? And then I asked your old man and he let me borrow it, right?
Eh? I don't...
Right?
I don't remember anything like that.
What? Is this another effect of changing the past? The IBN 5100 was at the shrine though, right? Is it there now?
I don't know the details.
Where are you now? Is your old man there?
No.
Damn. Okay. Sorry for calling you so suddenly.
No problem. I'm sorry that I couldn't help.
Doot. The IBN 5100 was at Yanabayashi Shrine. That's a fact. And Lukako knew that. I need to check if it's still there or not. Huh! Could the IBN 5100 have returned to the shrine? Did that huge retro PC sprout legs and trot back? That's just silly. That's just goofy. But Gelbanas have teleported out of the microwave. Moeka also instantly moved from the lab to somewhere else. Considering that, it's entirely possible that the same thing happened to the IBN 5100. Maybe I should go check later. Next is Fades. Oh, by the way, I haven't told Fades my phone number. I'm afraid that if I talk to her on the phone, she'll drag me into her usual nonsense, so there's only one option. Mayuri, I need to contact Fades. Mayuri's eating an eclair. She must have stuck some in the fridge when I wasn't looking.
What okarin? They're delicious.
Yeah, I do. Now that she mentions it, Kurisu and Daru are eating it too. You people don't have a care in the world, do you? There's some crazy stuff happening here.
Or it could all just be in your head. No need to panic.
It's not just in my head. It's not!
You need Fades-chan for something? I wonder if she's working today.
Fades-tan. Wow, I started doing his voice after what I heard. I don't know, I haven't done that.
Fades-tan's off today.
Well done, Daru. You know Fades' schedule better than her coworker. I award you the title of Fades Stalker. You know her phone number, right? See if you can get a hold of her.
Okay.
Mayuri takes out her phone and makes a call. After a short wait, Mayuri smiles.
Fades-chan, good afternoon, Nyan. It's Mayushi,
Nyan?
Oh, right. This is the first time Kurisu has heard Mayuri speak Nyan-Nyanian.
Sorry to bother you on your day off. Okarin said he wants to talk to you about something. Want to talk to him? Huh? You know, Okarin. Kiyoma? Who's Kiyoma?
The hell are they talking about? By the way, Fades is the only person who calls me by my true name, Hoin Kyoma. I'm thankful for that, but she still drives me crazy.
I'm handing you over, okay?
What's up?
Here you go, Okarin.
I take Mayuri's phone. Fades' face is displayed on the LCD. She's wearing cat ears even though it's her off day. It's me, Hoin Kyoma.
Yeah, how unusual for Kiyoma to contact me, yeah.
There's something I need to ask you. Long ago, you donated a retro PC to Yanabayashi Shrine. Am I mistaken?
Nyan.
What's Nyan supposed to mean? Yeah? Ah, crap, I started to talk like her. Kurisu bursts out laughing. Looks like she heard.
It means you're right, yeah. Though I didn't know it was called the IBN 5100 until recently, yeah.
What? Why recently?
Daddy Nyan told me, yeah.
So that's it. At any rate, Fades has confirmed that the IBN 5100 was at Yanabayashi Shrine. So did the IBN 5100 disappear from the lab after I received it? No. Kurisu and the others lost their memory of me bringing it back to the lab, so I'm considering two possibilities. One, I went to the shrine, but didn't acquire the IBN 5100. It's still at the shrine. Two, before I went to the shrine, someone moved the IBN 5100 somewhere else. Looks like I'll have to go to the shrine after all.
So what about the retro PC, yeah?
Nothing. Fades was a retro PC maniac, wasn't she? Let's just make sure. Do you have any other information on the IBM 5100? It's a super rare PC. As a charisma build maid, I expect you have a strong network in Akiba, correct? I'd like you to use that network and search for any IBM 5100s in Akiba now. We only need to find one. It doesn't matter if it's the one I found at the shrine.
Yeah. I can look, but for a price, yeah.
A price? Is she trying to strike a deal? That's unexpected. Let's hear it.
I want you to come over to Fades' apartment, yeah.
Where is this apartment of yours? I quickly prepare a memo pad and write down the address Fades recites. Oh, so you live in Akiba. That'll make things quick. Judging by the address, it should be right next to the station.
I'll be waiting, Yan.
I return Mighty's phone and stand up from the couch. Let's stop by Yanabirashi Shrine and then head to Fades' place. And we'll do that next time on Steinsgate. I don't know how long I've been recording because of the glitch, because my drive was full, and so I have 2 separate recordings for this episode, but I think it's probably a bit longer than usual anyway, and I can feel it because my throat is already starting to dry out and hurt. I did record an episode of Phoenix Wright earlier today, but I mean, I had tea in between that. I gotta stop. But this is so fun. It's so hard to stop, y'all. I can't believe how fun this game is. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, like the video, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell icon, and I will see you in the next episode. Okay? Peace out.